Assalamu alaikum. I hope that you all are doing fine. Today I'm going to make an old and boring analog watch to a cool looking watch plus a charging pad to charge the watch. So let me wear it and let's start. And one thing, few of the stuff will be changed during the video because I am making this at first time. So let's start. This is an analog watch, a simple watch, then a 3.7 volt 50 mAh battery, three push buttons. Let me set the camera first. A 3.7 volt charging circuit for the battery, two metal sheet for the magnets, and 3.7 volt LED, LED watch circuit, and lastly two of the magnets. You can use bar magnets or square magnets if you wish. So let's move to the second step of the video. I have carved three spaces into the watch, two in the right and one in the left for the birds. I have used a black sheet which I forgotten in the instructions, but this will help to reduce the seeing inside the watch. It will only transfer red and white light. I have made a small logo. If you wish, you can also make. And remember to solder wires before attaching the buds into the watch. So I have attached the circuit into the watch. I have used 4 wires. This button will on off the circuit. This will change the time, date, second, year. In the further video you can see the diagram, so I'm not explaining in it. This button will be used to LED. So I have attached all this stuff, battery, 3.7 volt, and the metal into this is basically the back side of the watch, which have been cut into the two spaces, the LED. So I will use the magnets and the 3.7 volt circuit to charge it. So let's see. So attach the magnets to the positive and negative terminal of the watch. I am doing this manually, but in further video I will make a charging pad for it to make it easier. Let's on the circuit, and here you go. The red light indicates charging and blue will indicate not charging and or be charged. This is manually, so don't worry. Let's move on. So I have compiled all the stuff in this watch. All the features are working perfectly. I used hot glue because it is easy to handle and it can be put into any shape, and use black permanent marker to cover the trails. I have given gap between the base so the battery terminals doesn't get sparked. The charging magnets are placed on the watch. Let's connect it. So this is how the charging pad will be made. So let's move to making the charging pad of this watch. I have used a piece of wood to make the charging pad. I have made cavities for the magnets and for the charging circuit. The charging circuit will go downwards, so the plain area come upwards. In this way the charging circuit will be placed and be soldered into the wires. Let's drop it down onto the watch, and here you go, it have been attached perfectly and removed easily also. By this the charging will be not disconnected if the watch is moved a little bit. Okay, the charging pad have been completed. Again I have used hot glue to fill the gaps and cover the circuit so it can be protected. Let's try it on the watch. This is my small battery bank with 4400 mAh capacity. So here you go, boom, it is charging like a smartwatch. Let me close the light so that you can easily see the light, charging light. So red indicates that the charging is happening and blue indicates that charging have been full or is not connecting. So you can put it any direction you like, upwards, downwards, sidewards. You can also use a long wire to connect it, and from this angle you can see the red light glowing. Let's move to the second last part, and that is the decoration. I have used black marker to color the charging pad and also the watch. The most important part of any tag is the appearance of it, the charging light. Let's rewind all the features of the watch. This is the charger that attaches to the watch, and here you go, it's charging without any hesitation and very easily also. Here there is the light, time, date, seconds, and the button to rearrange the time, to manage the time. So let's move to the last part. So this is the diagram of the watch. The battery 50 mAh, you can also use 20 mAh, 3.7 volt, one positive to the battery charging pad and one to the button and then to the LED, and negative will be directly to the LED and the charging pad. The charging pad is made of the cover of the back of the watch, cut down in two pieces. This is the circuit of the watch. This is open by two terminals. There is no negative or positive in it. If you sold two wires to this or this and one of this from this, it will turn out easily. Basically, when the metal strip touches the edges of the metal, the current flows and the watch starts to work, and from this that you can change time, date, or etc. You can also see there is no negative positive terminal in the watch LED circuit. So if you break one of this like this, you can solder wire, and if you solder this to this or this to this, the watch will work properly as it should be. So there is no negative positive to it. So I hope you like my video. My name is Zepha and you are watching Zepha Industries.